Hello, dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow, on the East West Show with GNE TV. About a while ago, a month and a half ago, we had a show with my friend, Mr. James Chow, on his breakthrough. I call it a multi-level breakthrough to the Broadway musicals, calling the Tenor by Night, right?
Yes.
Okay. What a great name. And that was the first to talk about that breakthrough. And today we're doing the second time. I want to go a little deeper because I hear a lot about it. And I saw lots of clips my friends are sending me about their preparation, their rehearsals, and even the preps on the stage. They are magnificent. So once again, we're talking about it. As a matter of fact, lots of people are, audiences are in expectation for the premiere. So I'd like to present my good friend, the producer, the director, the writer, the tenor.
I'm not doing the tenor.
No, you're not doing tenor, I know,
Yes,
but
is.
you are a tenor, right?
Yeah,
You're a tenor.
the composer.
Mr. James Chow, composer of all this, the music. So, sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Jack Chow.
All right.
Nice to meet you again.
Very nice to see you again, especially when we hear a lot about your progress for the past month and a half, and I even saw those clips about what's going on. Of course, I will ask my editor put some of the preparations on the clip. So, probably we want to do it, but every time anyway, let's do it in a freestyle, and every time when necessary, we put it on for my audience to see. What exactly can be expected. A wonderful musical, right? I'm myself a lover of Hollywood musical, the Broadway musical, Broadway style. But for me to see something that is created by a Chinese writer, composed by a Chinese American writer, produced by a Chinese American writer, that means the money, lots of money, right? It is the first time. It is the first time, right? And also, I was given this set of this script, and it is the prelude that got me into it.
The song.
Right? That got me into it. And I love it, that I would like to read it to you, to create an atmosphere about how this musical really starts, right? The lyric of the song, of the
opening.
Of the beginning song, the overture, time for my song opening with the sky is dark, a vast empty space. The air is thin, no wind on my face. The silence chokes, the long night is hard. Am I passing through this life like a falling star? But now I see, the moon smiles, calling my name. The stars sparkle, lighting up the stage. Tenor by Night, for a brief moment in space. That leads to the opening Act 1 of Scene 1. Oh, by the way, how many acts, how many scenes?
2 acts and about 20 scenes.
Oh, 2 acts, about 20 scenes.
Yeah.
Right, that's a lot of stage work.
Yeah,
right?
there's
That's
a lot of stage work and props, and the story goes, back in the present, and then go flashback and come back, and then continue. So it's a lot of.
Of course,
stories.
in America, especially in Los Angeles, next to Hollywood, you don't get surprised to see some beautiful masterpieces often hit the screen, hit the stage, hit big theaters all the time, right? That's it. However, for the first time, it is the first time, you will get shocked to see something that is totally by this man, my good friend, Mr. James Chow, a Chinese American who came here for almost 40 years.
Yeah,
right?
38 years. Yeah.
38 years, right? So, how did you start with the whole thing? I mean, I know that you lived very successful life, right? And your business was very successful. Everything you do becomes successful. And how come, from being a businessman of mannequins to a tenor, and I know that you earned a master's degree of tenorship at the age of 67.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I excuse your age though, but that seldom happens that way. But how come? At what point did you really started thinking of making this musical piece?
It's well, I could say my life is a very complicated story already, and being one of the 3 sons of Mr. Fei Chow, my father. He was a famous Chinese composer. And then my brother is also a well-known tenor. And my mother was a soprano. They all working as professional musicians.
You're from a professional musician family.
Right.
Right.
And somehow my life path took me to different places. I went to the countryside for 6 years.
Okay.
And this year actually is the 50th anniversary of the intellectual youth, Zhiqing. So I actually present this musical as a present for that anniversary.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And then my story, went back and forth. So I went to the countryside and came back and I learned English in the college in China, and I came here and I studied information systems, became a programmer, computer programmer.
All right, okay.
And then I decided to do business of my own, so I established these mannequin companies, and now we're supplying mannequins to major department stores in this country and also around the world. In America, we are probably the top 3 mannequin companies in the industry.
I see.
If you go to JCPenney or Kohl's, Macy's, you will see a lot of mannequins from us. JCPenney, 50% mannequins are from us.
I see.
So when I decided to do music, just like what my parents, my families were doing. So that's been a desire, a passion in my heart. And while I was doing business, I always, took time out to sing with my family, with my parents.
See, all right.
That's why we call it the 3 Chow tenors one time.
The triple Chows.
Right.
Yeah.
But later on, I thought, okay, now I have a little bit more time because the company business is stable and actually very good. So I thought, okay, I need to do my own concert. Because my brother did his concert, solo concert. So I said, okay, I like to do that too.
All right, you thought about your own concert,
right. That's after my father passed away in 2013. I held my own concert.
I see.
I knew at that time it would be kind of, strange because I was like a businessman, a CEO of a company, and now I'm holding my own concert. So it's kind of strange, right? But I thought, well, that's an interesting story. So I actually, in Chinese, we call it 乔老板音乐会. It's kind of, you know,
sure.
paradox, right?
It's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
yeah.
It's a joking way, right?
Right. So after that, I thought a lot of people say, "Oh, that was good. Actually, telling your story is good." So I said, "Okay, maybe I should make it more like a musical." And then I decided to go to graduate school to study music. Because I never had the music degree in the past. Major. So 2015, I got accepted by Cal Arts, the California Institute of the Arts. It's a famous school for its creativity.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was happy, and then I studied very hard. I totally got myself out of my business operation, and for 2 years, I earned 126 units.
Record breaking.
Yeah.
Record breaking. Yeah.
Yeah. So, was that? No. Let me correct it. It's not. It's a 64 units.
64 units. 64, not 126.
That's a 4-year program. My program is a 2-year program.
I see.
So I
even that is record breaking to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then after I graduated from Cal Arts, I had an interview with the Orange County Register, and during that interview, and they put up the, a very
I saw that report. Oh, my dear friend, my lovely audiences, today we really want to cherish this moment that we get to learn from this man's life. It is not a musical, it is not a story, it is a philosophical whole bunch that probably we will find necessary for us to learn. My dear friend with me is Mr. James Chow. He is the producer, writer, composer for a incoming musical called The Tenor by Night, to be premiered on the 17th of August. Let's take a short moment out. We'll come back to still dig more. So stay with us. Hello, my dear friends, my lovely audience, my ladies and gentlemen, my dear fellow Californians. Welcome back to the show, Jack Chow on East West Show with GNE TV. Today we're talking about the incoming musical entitled Tenor by Night. It was produced, written, and composed by this man in front of me, Mr. James Chow. So, sir, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Sure. And back to your school at California Art, Cal Art. So you got degrees there, right?
Yes.
And you earned that within 2 years.
Yes.
That shocked the Orange County Register. So they interviewed you with this beautiful article.
Yeah,
right?
so this was a front page cover story of my intention to do the Tenor by Night. And right after my graduation, that was my goal.
That was 2015, 16?
This article in the newspaper was produced just last year, 17.
Oh, I see. The article was the 17th, right?
Yeah.
The story back to 16. Am I right?
I went to the school in 2015.
15, 16, and 17.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
So
2 full years.
2 full years, yeah.
full
And in
years,
this article,
And you got a master degree
yeah, I got a master's degree in
of tenorship.
music.
Of music.
In
okay.
music, yeah.
Music at all.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It's a voice program.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why you, no, not voice, only scores too.
Yeah.
And you scored the whole thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You scored the whole thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right. So, well, my dear friend, like I said, it doesn't surprise me if you go one area, right? Or it doesn't surprise me if you go 2 area. For example, I'm a show host and I write novels whatsoever. Well, which is good, but not that surprising. But this man not only do these 2, he composes the whole thing. What is the total length of a musical?
2 hours.
2 hours. The whole length of the 2 hours with musical, with the music that he composed. That's amazing. So that's why I call this show a multi-level breakthrough. Multi-level breakthrough.
It's not easy. How I started again, I want to continue that. My thinking was, I was very passionate about singing, okay? But later I found out, especially after my graduation from Cal Arts, and I thought, actually I put it in the article, they put it in quote. I said, in America, people sing their own songs. They perform their own songs. I thought it would be wonderful if I did that. So like Elvis, they all sing their own songs.
In America,
right?
people write their own stories.
Right. So I thought I need to do that. I cannot just sing O Solo Mio, Italian folk song. I also sing some opera arias. Some other people wrote it. I like to do my own thing, and this is the American spirit. Is the actually American dream. Do whatever you want to do, and.
However, when a story comes out of a real life, though, true life, the story better be good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, always a better story, because it comes from a true life. Okay? It's true life story, right?
Yeah, it is. This is written in English, but it's very, very interesting, and it's the first time to reflect Chinese Americans, how they live and work and enjoy their life in this country, and also with the flashback.
In one of the articles,
China.
yes, in one of the articles that I read, like this one, a report by Chinese Daily, where it says that it has stories or even part about you were in the countryside as one of the Jiqing.
Yeah.
Right. So how did you get that part into your musical story?
Is I want to reflect the lifestyle and how I actually was formed during this 6 years. I thought life was very difficult at that time because we have to work like 12 hours a day in the open fields, under the sun, under the rain. But the good thing that helped us in our life is it kind of forged us to have a strong will and to have a good relationship with ordinary people like the farmers, and to have a very open heart to different people. Because we were from the cities, the intellectual youth, right?
Did you put a scene there, or did you actually, sing about it?
Yes, there are 3 songs for that period. One is Rice is Life.
Rice is Life.
Yes.
All right, true.
Right.
Yeah,
number
I
2.
agree.
Number 2, Plenty of Fish in the Ocean.
Plenty of fish in the ocean. Okay.
Because the place I worked as a farmer actually is a small island near the Pearl River.
Okay.
So we were doing fishing all the time.
I see.
And then the last song is called No Need.
No need.
It says, no need to explain who you are and what you will be. So, because at that time, I went to work in the countryside, the peasants, they welcome me. But for my own humble feelings, because I was from the musician family.
All right.
At that time, if you are from a musician family, you are supposed to be very humbled. You're embarrassed because your parents would be considered
Intellectuals.
counter-revolutionary.
Counter-revolutionary intellectuals or something like that.
So that song is called No Need to Explain Who You Are. We
Okay,
just
no
accept
need,
you.
No need. No need.
We liked your songs. Because I actually, when I went to the countryside, I brought a Chinese violin, erhu, with me. And I also had accordion with me.
I see.
And I was, playing music for the peasants.
They got some interest, instrument.
Yeah,
right?
instruments. They never seen those in the island before.
I see. I like the three songs because I like the three titles already, right? Rice is life, right? Plenty of fish in the ocean,
Right.
right? No need.
No need.
Right, I like them, right? Because the part I like it so much is because I exactly did the same thing. I exactly did the same thing. Right? However, I take a different perspective looking at that period. I no longer tell how hard life it was back then, right? I started asking questions. Why life had to be that way? Why life had to be that way? Somebody needs to answer that, right? Nobody has answered yet, but I believe somebody will answer because somebody has to, right? So during the 6 years I did exactly 6 years too.
Yeah. Oh.
During this 6 years hardship, I did everything a human being, a human brain can ever imagine of. And I did things even beyond, right? I suffered hardship even beyond the human brain that can imagine.
Yeah.
Right? So I let it pass. I just focus on the thing that why life had to be that way. Right. Good. It's good enough somebody had already put that on stage, and you are the first one ever.
Yes.
That's another breakthrough.
Right.
That's another breakthrough.
I feel I'm putting this flashback to reflect, how this generation.
Were these songs,
people,
the three songs next to each other?
Yes.
The whole scene, whole act?
Scene, yeah.
A whole scene.
Right.
Ah.
The introduction of the flashback is like to celebrate our 30 years anniversary with my wife. I bought a lot of presents, and then one of the presents is a photo of our past. So that photo just reflects, going back to.
Okay, all right, good. Triggers the the flashback, right? And the flashback goes to the time, right? Okay.
Right.
Rise is life,
right?
Plenty of fish in water,
in the ocean.
No need.
Yeah.
Right, good, very good. My dear friends, with James Chow, we coincidentally found out that we led the same period of time, that we had the same kind of experiences, that Chinese Americans, our age, there was no way you could escape, right? Only you tell or you don't tell, right? We're the one telling. And the only difference that he tells on the American musical stage. That's another breakthrough, man. The fourth breakthrough. Let's take a short moment now. When we come back, we'll keep on talking about the breakthrough, my dear friends. My dear friends, lovely audiences, welcome back to the show. Jack Chow with my good friend James Chow, and composer and producer and writer of the incoming Broadway musical called Tenor by Night. What a masterpiece. It has everything first time. It is the first time a Chinese composer composed all the music, including 28 sounds, right? And it is the first time a Chinese producer using his own money earned a lifetime to put on stage for this show, right? And the first time Chinese writer wrote this whole story.
And the lyrics.
And the lyric too, all right? And the first time when the subject of Zhiqing is mentioned on the Broadway musical stage. For that, I give both thumbs up, and it is my first time. It is something that I would kill to see. I have to, or I would kill to see, right? So do you plan your premiere?
We are actually doing, this is the second week of our rehearsals. We started a week ago, and it's doing very well. And we actually have a fantastic cast of 20 people as actors. And in addition to that, we have 14 professional orchestra. With a wonderful conductor who actually did all the music orchestration arrangement for my songs.
Are you singing in the unit? Are you one of the tenors?
No, for this time, because I'm doing so many things already, I just sit back and try to, direct the whole thing. So I'm the director.
Try to oversee the whole thing. You're directing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but we have a very good tenor doing my role. Singing as Mr. James Chow, the tenor. And he's wonderful.
I heard that already.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
From the clip you sent me.
Yeah.
I believe that my audience can see it. Let's hold up. Let's put the clip on. All right. So you will tell right away.
Kick the leg. Okay.
What happened? Are you sleeping here now? I'm worried about you.
You wouldn't understand, Carrie.
Turn your chair away. You wouldn't understand, Carrie. Look, boss, I've known you for almost 20 years. You can't trust me. We probably shouldn't be in business together. Take another 3 beats to go.
All right.
What am I going to tell him?
Right.
Joe, what if I told you I can do real magic? Walk into him?
Well, then I'd say you're crazy.
Ha! A good one. But I'd love to show you. But perhaps I could show you. I'd love to experiment on your mannequins.
Bro, some my mannequins? What kind of...
That's not what I meant. I can make your mannequins come to life. That is, if you'd like me to. Naturally, a magician.
Present for everyone present. Older version.
asking? That's where I'll be sleeping tonight. Lily doesn't seem really appreciative of your dreams. Kind of selfish, really. That's what I've been saying. Well, joke's on her. I'm going to stay in this warehouse until she comes and apologizes.
That'll show.
Yeah. At least my mannequins won't complain about my singing.
James, what if I told you this silly hat isn't just for show? What if I told you I can do real magic?
I'd say you're crazy.
A good one. But perhaps I could show you. I'd love to experiment on your mannequins.
Gross. On my mannequins? What kind of experiment?
That's not what I meant. I can make your mannequins come to life. That is, if you'd like me to.
Now, why would I want that?
Now, James, don't you want to sing for somebody who will appreciate you, who will applaud for you?
That does sound nice.
Then take me to your warehouse, and I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Mannequins?
Yes, why do you keep asking? That's where I'll be sleeping tonight. Lily doesn't seem really appreciative of your dreams. Kind of selfish, really. That's what I've been saying. Well, joke's on her. I'm going to stay in this warehouse until she comes and apologizes.
That'll show.
Yeah. At least my mannequins won't complain about my singing.
James, what if I told you this silly hat isn't just for show? What if I told you I can do real magic?
I'd say you're crazy.
A good one. But perhaps I could show you. I'd love to experiment on your mannequins.
Gross. On my mannequins? What kind of experiment?
That's not what I meant. I can make your mannequins come to life. That is, if you'd like me to.
Now, why would I want that?
Now, James, don't you want to sing for somebody who will appreciate you, who will applaud for you?
That does sound nice.
Then take me to your warehouse, and I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Good. Very good, good. He's almost a you. He's almost you, right? He's
better than me.
Yeah. He's a very clear voice.
Yeah.
And he's good.
He's very good.
He's good, right?
He actually is an opera singer.
Ah.
That's why he's good.
He's the high C class.
Right. That's why we were probably looking for.
You do high C too, right?
Yeah, when I was young.
Okay, good.
We particularly we were looking for a operatic singer. Because this title the musical is called Tenor by Night. So Tenor by Night, he is a tenor. He's singing opera songs in the house. He's very so fond of singing. He sings everywhere, especially in the house after work. And then his wife get mad of him being so noisy in the house.
Yeah, so kick it out.
Kick him out. And then he went to, he moved to the mannequin warehouse, and at night, with the magician help, his voice turned the mannequins alive. So once the mannequins are alive, they can sing, they can dance.
They sing together, they dance together. Right?
And then the story just go very wild.
All right, good. And also the stage prop though, you spent a lot of money that whole area, right?
Yeah, actually, talk about the set design. I'm very fortunate to have help from my daughter, Amy Chow.
Oh yeah, Amy.
So Amy designed the set, and with the big 9 feet high mannequin head.
No, 10 feet.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet,
10
yeah.
feet. 对不对？you showed me the clip.
Yeah,
of
I
the,
show you.
of the 3D printing, right?
Yes.
You use the 3D printing technology?
Yes. Well, our factory makes mannequins, and then we are using the new
I
technology
see.
to use 3D to print mannequins, produce
I
mannequins.
see.
But for
Only this one is too big.
yeah,
Right?
wow, this one is so big. It's 10 feet high, and we have to print them
10
piece
feet,
by
you're
piece.
talking about the head.
Yeah, just the
Only
head.
the head. The
Just
head
on the
only from the neck up.
Right.
From neck up, yeah.
So we can actually show them a
I
picture
actually
of that.
show the audience what's going on. Well, this is the head is so big.
Yeah.
It's too big a head. 10 feet.
Yeah.
Right. You see that's the one the man next to it.
Yeah.
Right. That's for comparison.
Yeah.
For you to see how big that is.
Yeah.
And also the 3D going that way.
Right.
Right. Good.
So the 3D would print small pieces and then assemble them together, put them together and become a big.
Well, I can
picture.
see one of them. You put the noses together.
Yeah.
Right, halfway.
Right.
Halfway.
Yeah.
That is going to cost a lot of money, right?
Yeah. Yes, it's because these projects, well, we estimate will cost us about $500,000.
$500,000.
Yeah, US dollars.
Yeah, of course, U.S. But including everything.
Yes.
Does it include the theater rentals, everything?
Theater rental or also hiring the professional performers,
The
professional
pay.
orchestras,
Yeah.
and also, so we have 14 professional orchestra people, and then 20 professional actors, dancers. So that's 35 already. And then on top of that, we put in another 10 production support people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like
yeah.
people who would
like the stage manager,
sound designer,
like makeup, sound
makeup,
design,
right?
yeah.
Prop.
Yeah,
It's
props,
just a
yeah.
whole. It's like a big whole company.
Yeah, you're talking about it. They're talking about the 2 hours of show, though.
Yeah.
You don't want to show the audience nothing.
Yeah.
Every minute,
Yeah.
you have to fill in. This includes the salaries, right? You could the payout salaries, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. You know what? I thought much worse than that.
Well, this is just only for a local tour in two theaters.
And you use your own resources, of course, right?
Yes, I got
use your own
the permission
resources.
from my wife, my happy wife.
Oh, your happy wife.
Yeah,
The one who kicked you out.
That's in the story.
Yeah, that's your story. This is a fake. This is a fake.
You know, actually,
This is fake, right?
originally, I presented my plan to do my musical to the professor in Cal Art. Her name is Lauren Pratt. And Lauren told me, hey, your plan is good. I see your passion. I see the story, but you don't have a conflict. So she challenged me to have a conflict. Because
Alright.
I've been singing. My wife has some complaint, but she would never kick me out of the house.
Oh, yeah, I know that, of
So,
course,
but
yeah.
then I thought, I went home. I couldn't sleep for the whole night. And the next day I went back to school. I said, Lauren, I have a new story now. My wife will kick me out of the house. In the story only.
okay,
And then I will sing with the mannequins in a warehouse,
Good.
a party
good,
with them
good.
every night.
Yeah, sure,
And
sure,
then the
sure.
story can go wild and
Yeah,
wild, get
right,
into
okay,
so many possibilities.
That's a turn point.
Right, that's a turn
That's
point.
a turning point.
Yeah.
That's a turning point.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you kind of like jumped into another phase.
Right.
Of your story developing.
Right, right.
And then when the mannequins join you, they're
Right.
kind of every single one, right, is a person now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
Well, there's
I
a
will
story.
dance with
And
them.
every person could have a story.
Did I get in love with them?
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
did they
sure,
fight
sure,
each other? You know, there's a lot of stories
All
you
right,
can
good.
unfold.
And
you know.
needless to say, each of them have a name. Right? Good. All right, my dear friend, we can't wait to see. Tell us the date of the premiere, please.
The date, August 17th, 19th, 24th, and 26th. That's in the Roth Center Theater in Westminster, Orange County.
I see.
And then we will have 3 more performances in North Hollywood. And the
see.
theater is called El Portal Theater. And that will be September 22nd.
I see.
2 performances on the same
Anything,
day.
Mission Playhouse or what?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And then 23rd also in El Portal Theater. So tickets are very limited, and I hope everybody.
If my audience want to buy some tickets, any website or something?
Okay, they can go to www.10bynight.com.
Tenor by Night.
The
.com.
10 by night is one more.
All right. So my audience, this appears on the screen already. Well, we normally don't do commercial, but this is not commercial. This is my friend making the Chinese American 4-level breakthrough. It's a cultural event. Okay. All right. We'll see you next time, my dear friend.